Oh, hey, Ayush, how you doing? I was gonna say your name, but I'm like, oh, I know who you are. Hi. Good morning to you. How you been today? Or how was your day? How is it starting out? And please make sure y'all like the live, please. Oh, you woke up an hour ago? Okay. Nice. See something real quick. Hold on. All right. I am sucking a bit off from my side, but energies are really good when it comes to education for me. But that's good. Retrograde energy, kind of slows us down. But at least things are good when it comes to your education. Thank you for the like. Yeah, retrograde's almost over. I look forward to it. But yeah, I plan to be on here for about an hour. Um, Not too long tonight, but yeah. Yeah, I got classes today almost, yeah, but post effects will be there for 1 week, right? The post shadow, yeah. I know. It's just feeling so chaotic because I have like my kids trying to get them ready for school. Then my son's birthday is on next Sunday. And yeah, life. Hi, Jocelyn. How are you? Welcome to the chat. So yeah, it's like August is kind of crazy. Jocelyn, you got a question for me this evening? I'm good. Thanks, Anila from Australia. Hi. Nice to meet you. Is it nighttime or daytime in Australia right now? Whoa, that's great. So far, you've been grinding. So, what's the one piece of advice you would like to give everyone? Oh, um, yeah, the one piece of advice that I would like to give anyone is like be original this year. Like, y'all see that basically being original is getting people far. So, forget all of the stuff you learned. You know, be yourself. Step out of your comfort zone because that's what's going to get you ahead. Yeah. Oh, it's 1:30 p.m. Wow. So it's 11:22 p.m. here. That's weird. Why is our minutes different? I can understand the time, like a 10-hour difference, but why is it? Huh? That's crazy. Yeah, that's the energy. Be yourself. Yes, be yourself. This is the time to be authentic, be original. This is that time. So yes. But yeah, it's 11:22 p.m. here. It's almost halfway, halfway there before midnight. What do you see coming up for me? Anything exciting? Thanks. Okay, so I can ask it this way because unless you're wanting an in-depth, but the in-depths are a donation. So if you want just a yes or no, I can ask like, is there anything exciting coming for you soon? Okay, that way it's more of a yes or no question, but I got you. All right, let's see. So this is for Jocelyn. Jocelyn wants to know, is there anything exciting coming up for her soon? Jocelyn, it's okay. Is there anything exciting coming up for Jocelyn soon? Anything exciting coming up for Jocelyn soon? Whoa, that flew out, Jocelyn. There better be some good news. Here it is. Okay, so we got a 5 of Pentacles. Let me get a clarifier for that. That's the 5 of Pentacles here. Okay. So the 5 of Pentacles could signify like feeling left out in the cold, or like feeling just not connected. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the good news is with the Mother of Wands here, you might find this month that you're like getting more attention, or feeling more attractive, or feeling like more connected to yourself. So you may like even go on a date, possibly, if you don't have anyone. And if you do have someone, your love life could be improving with this person. So I see you getting out of the rut when it comes to possible love life. Because I said Mother of Wands, she's passionate, she's fun, she's flirty. She wants to get to know what's out there. She wants to date. And like I said, if this is like a current relationship, then you still want to date. You still want to have fun with your partner. So this could be an exciting month for that. Hi, Shevish. I kept my promise. I came back. He said, whoa. Yeah. So, Jocelyn, like I said, let me know what resonates for you. But yeah, girl, it's looking pretty good. Let me know. Thank you, Shavish. Hey, yo, Poppy. What? How you doing tonight, Shavish? You are something else. So yeah, Jocelyn, that's what I got for you, love. Hopefully you were able to hear your reading. But yeah, y'all, I'm just chilling. I'm chilling, y'all. I pushed through tonight, though. I ain't gonna lie, cause like I be having an internal clock, like, girl, you better go to sleep. But I'm like, no, I'm getting on here. Well, I'm single, so who knows? Yeah, this could be a month where you can like definitely be getting more attention, or like people want to talk to you, get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Um, you're welcome, Jocelyn. What are y'all doing up, girl? Who knows? I don't know why I'm up. But honestly, I'm probably just getting myself ready for the baby. Like I feel like I've been struggling with sleep lately anyway. Like I'll be having like insomnia. I'll wake up every night or every morning around like 4 a.m., 4 to 5. And it'd be so hard for me to go back to sleep. I'm just getting to that point. You know, I'm 7 months. I'm just getting to that point. So I feel like my body is kind of getting me ready for the baby. Yes, girl, I'm getting ready. I'll be 30 weeks Sunday, and I'm like, I'm looking at baby stuff now. Like I got a couple things I know I gotta get, but yeah, y'all, it's like it's hit me. Like, oh my gosh, girl, you don't got that much time. You better start getting stuff. You better start getting stuff, girl. So yeah, that's what's been going on over here. Yeah, Brianna locked in. She locked in for a little bit. No, Jocelyn, it's not my first baby. No, this is my fifth bite. This is my fifth baby. Um, so yeah, I know what to get. I know what to do, but it's just mentally, I've been feeling so like disconnected. Not saying I'm disconnected from the baby. Like I feel like I'm so excited to meet her, but I've been kind of disconnected from the reality of things. Like, and then it's like it's going so fast. Like I'm trying to like tap in. I don't know if that's normal, but I'm assuming that's why like they talk about nesting, because like sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you just like your reality don't click in until you get into them final weeks that a baby's coming. So yeah, thank you, Jocelyn. Yeah, I got a house full of kids, bro. Like, oh, I just found out you was pregnant yesterday. I'm saying, Brianna, I'm telling you, it's going so fast. Like, it's going so fast. So yeah. So oh, I told myself I would be more consistent with posting my registry. If anybody wants to get me anything for the baby, feel free to. I'm going to post the link on, and actually, Shevish, I'm going to share the link with you because you usually post all my stuff, and it would just be easier if you are able to post it when I go into the chat whenever you be in here, because I be forgetting. I be forgetting to post it. But I did want to have a virtual registry. I wanted to have a virtual baby shower with y'all. So if anybody wants to get me anything for the baby, the baby shower, the virtual baby shower will be like at the end of this month. So yeah, y'all feel free to look around. If y'all can send anything, we would appreciate it. Me and the baby. Okay. I'm gonna send this link into the chat. Yeah, when I gave birth, I was flabbergasted. It was a baby sitting on me in a pod. Yes, girl. That happens. It's called disassociation, and I think it's just because sometimes like there could be a lot of trauma from birth, and it's just a surreal experience, y'all. So that's normal to feel kind of like out of it or disconnected from the baby at first. It takes a while sometimes. Okay. So I posted the link. Indeed, your dialect will change the way you see things. That's the feminine energy coming in. Yes, I'm telling you, y'all. Like, and I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to mentally prepare myself for the labor experience. Thank you, Chevish. You can drop your question whenever you're ready. I have to have a C-section, y'all. So, and I've had them, so I know what to expect. But it's still like, I know what to expect. Yeah, like, so I'm trying to get myself prepared for the pain management and stuff like that, and things I've learned along the way. So, yeah. What are Joe's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards me? It's not Jordan. Okay, Joe's. This is a new person? Or is it not? Joe's. Okay. But it is a masculine energy, though? Is that a masculine energy? The Joe person? You just want it's not someone new, but it is a guy. Okay. Thank you for starting the list. I wish I appreciate it. She said someone I used to mess with. Okay. All right. So let's look at Joe's thoughts first. Torshevish. Joe's thoughts first. Torshevish. They feel like, okay, so I don't know if y'all used to date or if this is just like y'all was talking or whatever, but they viewed you as a goody. Like, I don't know like how long ago this was, but the Hierophant is someone who they felt like was kind of sheltered, or like they felt like you were just like really not necessarily shy, but you just were not what they usually go for as far as like how you were. And then we also have the Seven of Wands here too. Okay. Now the Seven of Wands could signify like they may have felt like it was kind of hard to get to know you, or they could have felt like that they're just the connection just wasn't coming together naturally. So the Seven of Wands is like, okay, so how I could explain it? It's like a fish, right? And the fish is trying to swim the opposite way of the direction of the stream, basically. So this person could have felt like it was just hard for y'all to come around to a common ground as far as a connection. Now, like I said, I don't know if y'all actually went into an actual relationship or if y'all were just talking, okay? And the reason why I said it had something to do with y'all coming together into a relationship is because next to the Seven of Wands is a Two of Cups, which is the relationship card, okay? Tell me more. So yeah, they may have just kind of like had that opinion, like that you were you know, like I said, you just were a little different from what they usually go for. Excuse me. Now they liked your personality. They did like your personality and things like that, but they just couldn't see things going further. They couldn't see things going further. Okay. Yeah, guy. Yeah. Okay. Death card is here. Now, this connection could have ended prematurely. The death card can't signify something ending before people were ready. Okay. So it could have been a premature ending to this. But like I said, they just, yeah, I don't know. They just had a hard time seeing this last. Okay. So let's look at feelings. Feelings. All right. And then we'll do intentions. Where'd everybody go? Yeah, well, he was a dick. Oh, well, feelings. I mean, you got the depth card here, so it, like I said, the relationship didn't, or the connection didn't evolve enough for him to go into feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like the depth card was the first card that came out. Like it was kind of like a dead end for that. Six of Wands here too, with the Son of Wands, and really, he just was kind of like seeking attention, in this connection, and you could have felt that. Like he could have just been the type that, um like he was kind of coming off like he just wanted your attention, your time, but maybe not have given it back in return, because like the Six of Wands is here. So that's an attention seeker. And then we have the Eight of Coins and the Four Swords. Yeah. So his feelings was he wasn't really trying to do too much. He did get into feelings. I mean, daddy, he did get back. Oh, he did? Okay. So if he did get back, maybe he just kind of like, was it like more so at the beginning of the relationship or the connection that he was starting to be like that? Like he had feelings and he did get back? Because like I said, I see him kind of like going into this Son of Wands energy, which is somebody that kind of switches. So like maybe in the beginning he was all of that, but like as y'all got towards the end of it, like I just see him kind of like retracting. Um, and like I said, maybe he did those things at first because he was trying to get you comfortable, get you open, that stuff like that. But it's like I just see him kind of as Knight of Wands. So it's unstable. It's somebody that's like hot and cold. They go hot. I mean, they go cold after they're on, like, on hot. So um I feel like that could have just been, let me see. The Four of Swords is here with the Eight of Pentacles. Four of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, like I said, you got to a point where you eventually were starting to pull teeth with him. Like it started to become difficult. Um, so feelings, I mean, yeah, he had them, but I just don't feel like they were as deep as he portrayed them to be. Because there's no cups here. Like, there's no cups. There's Six of Wands, there's the Death card, Knight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and then the Seven of Wands and the Four of Swords. Could have left you feeling like confused. I mean, the Four of Swords is like, what the heck was that? Like you came in super hot and heavy, and then you just kind of got crazy on me. Like you just kind of got weird, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like it could have just been the initial, like he wanted you to have this perception. All right. But let me look at his intentions. His intentions, Joe. You have the Fool card, the Chariot. Okay. And I mean, like I said, he was trying this out. Maybe this was something new. Maybe, it had been a while since he had been in a relationship, but he definitely was wanting to try this out. Okay, which is why the Chariot came out. He seemed like he was on go. And, intentions was he just wanted to see like what that life was about with you. But then he came out as the Son of Coins. I've asked about them before. Energy coming out different now because he seemed like he wanted to restart or whatever, but felt like it'll never revive again because of the way things ended. Okay. You was asking about current energy. Well, that is the current energy I'm seeing right now. So who is this? Is this the Pisces? Hi, Ari. No, it isn't. Forgot his sign, but he's Earth. Okay. So, I mean, like, current energy, I mean, this is what I'm seeing right now. So, have y'all recently had a conversation or anything? Or has he come back around? How you doing, Ari? No, we haven't. Just know he was peeping my social not so long ago, like last month or so. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, you said that in the beginning of y'all connection or whenever y'all was dealing with each other, he was giving and he was attentive or whatever you said. But right now, even when I pull on him, there's literally no cups. Like he's coming out as a king of cups, right? But there's no cups now, right? This is the last card I got for him. Which you say he's Earth sign. Okay, that makes sense why the Son of Pentacles is coming out. But I'm saying like in the current energy, there's no movement. Now could this be because maybe that won't come back around? Maybe. So that's why the cards are picking up on the energy that was there. Um, Let me just look at more at the Son of Coins. Yeah, we got the Magician, and let's see, Magician with what? And the Hermit. I mean, yeah, it could restart. He knows that possibly that he could restart this with you, but he's choosing to stay withdrawn. The Hermit, and the Hermit is a reflective person, right? Okay, so you got to think if the current energy that we're in is a retrograde. Okay, let's just look at it this way. If the current energy that we're in is a retrograde, this is a season of reflection. This is a season where you're reflecting on the past. You're thinking about exes. Okay. So if the last time y'all interacted, it was like this drama or whatever, then he's reflecting on that. He's thinking about that. Does that mean he's going to take action and have intentions to come back into your life? No. That's why I say he's the Son of Coins. He doesn't have intentions on coming back. But he could be reflecting on the past and what happened between y'all two. Okay. Now, like I said, there was a time when he was doing all these things and giving you all this love or whatever he was doing, but it just seemed like it was a temporary thing. And towards the end, there was problems. So maybe he's reflecting on how he did you, how he treated you. That's possible as well. I went to urgent care and got tested for strep throat earlier. I hate that. I know it's horrible, girl. They be making you Dana gag. My youngest kids had to get that before I tested negative. But that's good you tested negative because strep throat is a horrible, horrible feeling. But to be honest, I think the test might just be uncomfortable as the COVID. Yeah, they go kind of deep. Hey Shay, he did pull back, which is why things went sour. And he just broke it off because he wasn't really giving as much. And he was lucky a snake. I don't want him to come back and wasn't even expecting it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's not even showing like any activity. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said that Hermit is a watcher too. Like they could be looking at your socials, but they never have any intentions on saying anything. So yeah, that's just like what I see with him really. Yes, for sure. Yeah. So what do they think it could be? Is just a cold or what? They need to find another way to test for strep throat. Yeah. Unfortunately, the medical industry is very behind in a lot of things that they do. They didn't really know. I wonder if you need to do like, because I look at things as like spiritual first and then physical. So like if you're having like throat issues right now, that could be spiritual. That could be spiritual. And the throat is the throat chakra. So do you feel like you holding back on like speaking your mind, or have you been having a hard time speaking your mind, or feeling repressed with your like what you need to say? Because like I said, sometimes spiritual issues can manifest in the physical. I know you've had some issues too with your mom. So do you feel like that could be possible, that you may need to do some like throat chakra meditation? Because like I said, this is Mercury retrograde, and so it could be affecting the voice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look into it. Look into it. I know it sounds weird, like what, but look into when you have an underactive throat chakra, and it will tell you like usually you could have like issues with like sore throats and stuff like that. You should, and just see if you do like even some meditation, if that will help. Yeah. What does Joe think and feel about our previous connection now since the breakup? Okay, so what does Joe think and feel about the previous connection now since the breakup? Let's see. What does Joe think and feel about the previous connection now since the breakup? Our previous connection now. He didn't want no serious, but was on my voicemail begging to make it work. Him like, what was that about? Huh? What the heck? I can't stand when people send mixed signals. Like, what the dude? Like, grow up. Well, he definitely seeing you looking good, girl. Like, not to say you wasn't looking good then, but he like, dang, she look good. Like, she didn't change her hair, didn't grow a little bit longer or something like that. Like, she looking bomb. So I don't know if he was like posting pictures or whatever, or like videos, but he sees you as an empress. So like I said, that's like, dang, like she look good. Okay. And we have here the Mother of Coins too. Okay. Mother of Coins and the Hermit. And honestly, now that he looking back on it, he can admit that he just wasn't ready for what you was ready for. He can admit that. It had nothing to do with you. You were great. Excuse me. You were great. You came put together. But see, with the Hermit here, he just may have, like I said, he may have been dishonest about what he wanted. Maybe he did want like a relationship, but it just was a little deep for him. Okay. He just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for everything that you wanted. Okay. But he like, man, that girl look good. Tell me more. That's too many. Tell me more. And we have the Fool. Yeah, so he can admit that he was like, again, like I said, he made a lot of mistakes with you. And he kind of feels like you're the woman that got away. Like for real. Um, it's just that at the time he was too full of himself to see clearly what he had, right? He knew what he had, but he didn't really truly appreciate what he had in front of him. Because you were giving like not like super serious, but like wifey status material, like you had it all. And so I feel like he do feel like you were the one that got away, but like I said, he just was not in a position even emotionally to go where you wanted to go with things, which is why he started getting all weird, started self-sabotaging the relationship. Now let's look at his feelings. So his feelings is the Two of Pentacles reverse here. He fumbled it. He like I said, he's aware. He's aware, But it's like, what do you do? What do you do? I mean, I fumbled this situation. I know more than likely this girl ain't gonna take me back. So I might as well just go ahead and kick rocks. Okay? With the Tower here. Okay? So, but his feelings is like he do be kind of like, why do I be messing stuff up that's good for me? Because I don't even feel like it's like only solely relationships. I feel like it'd be other stuff too. Like he just naturally self-sabotages things. You know what I'm saying? So like his feelings could be like, why am I like this? Like, why is it so hard for me to accept love or be like open to love? Why am I such a why am I so hard to deal with? What's wrong with me? Okay. Tell me more. Yeah. And it's like the Five of Wands is here. Okay. And Six of Wands is here. You know? So it's like, yeah, like he thinking about like all the times y'all had disagreements and things like that. And see, back in the past, he felt like you were just doing it to just be like get attention or like to aggravate him, Like he was looking at it in a weird way. But in reality, honestly, like it's that you seen something in him that he really just had a hard time seeing in himself. And so like sometimes are when people don't believe in themselves or they don't love themselves and then they get with somebody who does love them or sees like good for them or the light in them, sometimes people will get afraid of that and they will sabotage it. They will do the worst because of their own internal battles. So I feel like everything he put you through as y'all went towards the end, it was not you. He was literally fighting his higher self. That was it. Because you saw his higher self. Like, you saw his potential and what he could be. But it's like, he was afraid. He was afraid to tap into his true self. So now that time has went on, you have moved on with your life. He's stuck with the brokenness still. It don't matter how many girls he dates, none of that. If he don't fix and heal that part of him, he's gonna continue to have towers. And that's not even the thing about like people like that, it don't just seep into your love life, it seeps into everything. It seeps into everything. So like I just see him kind of like having like a come to Jesus moment. You know what I'm saying? And that may be why he was watching you. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, damn, like, yeah, I was tripping, But that's what I'm saying, girl. That was heavy. I hope that he gets to a point where he's really just like ready to like really heal himself. Um, because it gets to a point, you know? It gets to a point. So that's what I'm getting for Joe Shevish. Let me see. So hopefully you was able to hear everything, girly, on your reading. But yeah, all right, try to throat chakra meditation and just let me know how you feel after that. This reading from last reading confused me like because this is more what you picked up before, and then the previous one like he didn't give a shit at all. He was just using me. I mean, there's truth to it. Like, yeah, he did not know what to do with the relationship. There's truth to both things. There's truth to both things. I mean, when you look at the shadow side of him, yes, I mean he was coming off like he didn't care. Like, yes, he was. But you get to a point where you realize you're the problem. And like I said, we're in the current energy of the retrograde. And I told y'all too that Saturn in Aries is having men deal with themselves. So yes, at that point, he probably had that same energy, Shevish, but now we're moving into something else. So he could be reflecting, which is why that's coming out now. You know? So two things could be true at the same time about a person. You know what I mean? He did not know what to do. Yeah, he didn't. And honestly, I don't know if he will be able to. He may try to move on. I mean, I'm sure he's tried. But I'm telling you, like that, if you got those type of issues, it will seep into your next relationship and your next relationship, and it does not go away. It doesn't. It might be a different girl, different situation, but man, I'm telling you, if you don't deal with them demons, they're gonna come out. And he did fall back after getting comfortable, and I'm very sure his family involvement also had a negative impact. Like, he didn't know what to do with his life. Yeah. That's a huge possibility. That, like, how you was raised can make or break you and your relationships if you don't know how to set clear boundaries, right? So, I don't know. His parents was on him and involving themselves too much, telling him what he needs to do with our relationship. That's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't have no boundaries there. He didn't have no clear boundaries. So yeah, like that, all of that, all of that. Why did they want him to break up with you? Like, what was the deal? Okay, I get that, but it's like, still, like, let him come to that conclusion. Like, y'all don't what he's going, and I'm be honest with you, he's probably going to what's the word I'm trying to say? He is probably going to be very there's a word. Hold on, girl. He's going to be spiteful because yeah, y'all might have been right about me need to get myself together. But what if this was my wife? Like, what if she would have wrote it out with me until I got myself together? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if? And y'all was all up in my ear, and y'all knew I was gonna listen to y'all because y'all my parents. But it's like, what if that was my one? Like, and y'all messed that up for me. And he was going paycheck to paycheck in a relationship with the apartment and things. So he's like, oh, oh yeah, okay. So it's him. Shevish, I'm gonna tell you, girl. Like, for real, Shevish. Like, just picking up on his energy, girl. He feel like he made the biggest mistake ever, and it's an L he gotta take, But it's like he feel like he messed up real bad. But you did teach him. You did teach him something. I will say that. Hi, Angela. Hello, new subscriber. Has anyone tell my soulmate Giovanni I'm his soulmate? Thank you kindly, highly appreciate it. So you want to know, like, if anyone's told him that you're his soulmate, like a reader, like a tarot reader or something, or what? And thank you for subscribing. Because he got the apartment with me and he didn't have a job that paid good and he could hardly save. Wow. Okay, Angela. So Angela wants to know, has anyone told Giovanni that Angela is his soulmate? Whoa, hold on. The Chariot. Let me clarify the Chariot. Chariot can signify yes, as far as like a yes or no. And then we have to, he has been told that. And let's just say this, even if it wasn't like a spiritual person, like a tarot reader, he could have even just been told that from, like, people, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even if he discussed you and they're like, oh yeah, that's the one, that's your soulmate, something like that. But yes, he knows you're his soulmate. He was frustrated with having to pay for this and that and the pressure from his parents. So I guess he didn't want to deal with that and felt like, yeah, nah, I need to be on my own. This is too much responsibility. You're welcome, Angela. But my thing is, he wanted to get the apartment too, to get away from his parents. Yeah. This is the thing. I definitely think that he was trying to be a man. He was trying to be a man, but it's hard when you got people, in your ear, just like downplaying you or like preying on your downfall. And that could have happened. They could have been talking crazy mess about him. Like, and words are powerful. Like, words are real powerful. Family can do that. So that doubt that they had for him eventually turned into his doubt, and he just gave up. But he probably was really trying to be a man. Only thing that made me think of him is because I was watching this Tyler Perry show on Netflix, and a guy reminding me of him looks damn near like him. That's crazy. That's so crazy. But yeah, I think that that's what it was. Like, he had internal self-doubt, and then when he really tried to push against the grain, and he started struggling, all them words that they used to tell him, all the things they were saying to him started really eating away at him. And he just gave up. But I'm telling you, like, you know, he definitely reflecting and realizing he made a mistake, girl. He made a mistake. Mm-hmm. But what Tyler Perry show is it? I don't even watch Tyler Perry shows like that. But is it on BT Plus? Girl, did you see them saying that they getting rid of the Soul Train Awards and the BT Awards, girl? They said they getting up out of there. Like they indefinitely suspended it. I was like, oh wow. I'm gonna ask, does he regret things? Why doesn't he want to reach back out? Like what makes him think, yeah, no, I'm gonna choose to say to myself, okay, sure. But I'm like, wow. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie, the BET Awards was getting a little ratchet. Like it wasn't the same BET Awards that we grew up with. It was getting a little ratchet. Okay. So it's called Beauty in Black. Huh, okay. Okay. It's crazy, girl. All them Tyler Perry shows be crazy. Like they be super crazy. It's on BET Plus, ain't it? But that's the only place I've seen Tyler Perry shows. Unless it's another network that has his shows on there. All right, so does Joe wait, I wanna ask, does he regret things? Does Joe regret things, and why doesn't he want to reach back out to Shellfish? Yes, he do, girl. It's on Netflix. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on, I got sneeze. Okay, I acted like I'm on sneeze. It didn't come out. Okay. Anyway, does Joe regret things, like how things ended with him and Shellfish, or how he treated her? Like, does he regret that stuff? Okay. I mean, of course. Like, I keep saying, like, it was too many people in his ear, girl. Like, it was too many people in his ear. But he wishes that he would have just stood his ground. You see how she's like, okay, above her is like two of swords. Like, that's like that confusion, mixed signals. But then you got her standing still. He wishes that he would have just stood his ground and not really listen to the naysayers or the negative things that was being told to him, because at the end of the day, like I said, he was trying to become a man. And also, like I said before, hold on. And also, like I said before, he was trying his best to, like, basically, despite what they were saying and stuff like that, he was trying to trust his intuition with you and with that situation, with the living on his own. He was trying to trust his intuition. He regrets letting them sabotage not only his relationship but his life. Okay, because he really wanted to try to be a man on his own. Okay. Tell me more. But yeah, he always thinks about what it could have been. Because I don't know, like I feel like when y'all first got together and stuff, it was good. It was great. Like it was awesome. And like, the only reason why I started getting into that Five of Wands was because of other people. That's why, you know? But he like, dang, man, I wish I would have just stayed focused on my relationship. Like, even if he was going back and venting to them and telling them problems that he was having with you, he should have never did that. Like, he's getting it. Like, Now, why doesn't Joe want to reach back out? Why doesn't Joe want to reach back out? Why doesn't Joe want to reach back out? Father of Cups is here, okay? Now, this could be someone that's like trying to control their emotions. Like, They're not trying to come off like super emotional or, just lay it all on you. He's understanding it has been a while, and he could just be trying to keep his composure about what happened, right? And he feels like that he should deal with his things in private. So it's like, yeah, he feels like he should deal with his things in private. Now, has he almost been tempted to say something? Yeah, because the Knight of Swords is here. But I'm telling you, like he wouldn't even know where to start. So he rather just not. Okay. And he may feel weird tapping into that part of himself. Like I told you, he's coming to. But some men, they feel like emotions show weakness. Like, and he don't want to come across as weak to you. So it's a lot of that going on. But he has been tempted to reach out to you. He just hasn't. Now the Hierophant is here. He's also trying to respect whatever you have going on. Okay? He know you was a good woman. He knows that you um were wifey material. He don't want to get caught up in nothing. Okay? Um Tell me about the Hierophant. I don't know if he feels like you're in a relationship, or he just don't want to find out. you know. So Hierophant is like someone in a committed relationship. Yeah, that's what I told you. He would feel foolish coming into your life right now. He don't know what you got going on. And on top of that, like I said, he don't want to seem crazy or, off-putting to you. Okay? You know? So he's just choosing to kind of stay away right now. Because like, yeah, I could tell her all these things, and I could say that I'm dealing with all these emotions, and yeah, I could give her closure, but I just like, I don't know. I got an idea, maybe a feeling that she's moved on, but I feel like if I found out she was moving on, it would just really take a jolt to my chest. Like, I'm already feeling like low. I'm already feeling like crap because I messed her over. But like, if she told me that she got with somebody that was doing her better or something like that, I don't know if I could take that. You get what I'm saying? So that's why he's just like, I'm not gonna even I'm not gonna even risk it. It's so crazy because remember when I told you like songs be playing sometimes, like they be matching the readings? Why is this song No Air coming on with Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks? That is crazy. It's a super old song, but that's so funny to me that that's playing while I'm doing the reading. What the heck? I want to be messy and nosy. What would his thoughts, feelings, and intention be towards me if I was to contact him one day? Because sometimes I'm the type of person to squash beef, but in other times I don't care. I don't think I'll reach out to him. But you're just wondering? Okay. All right. So this is for Joe. What would his thoughts, feelings, and intentions be towards Shevish if she contacted him one day? Let's get his thoughts. His thoughts. No air. She said, yeah, I'm wondering. Okay. Thoughts are Seven of Swords. Okay. So his thoughts would be like, okay, what's up? Like, why is she reaching out? Like, what she got going on? So he automatically would be kind of questioning it. Like, why now? Why now are you reaching out to me? You know what I'm saying? Because this is you, right? The Page of Swords. Okay. Um, and then we have the Daughter of Coins here too. So he would be kind of shocked because he may feel like he never thought she would ever come back. Like Daughter of Coins is like, or maybe this, maybe it's like, okay, I eventually thought she would come back, but I didn't think it would be anytime soon, like anytime soon. Okay, so he would be a little shooketh that you came back if you did. And then we have the Four of Wands here too, right? Because like I said, he may have thought you moved on. You get what I'm saying? Like he may have thought like you moved on, you didn't got married, you don't have kids, whatever. Like he don't know what's going on. But his mind is like, I know like what she was wanting before. So I'm sure she probably didn't found that Mr. Right. Okay. So he would just be like shocked. Like Seven of Swords is like, I don't know if I should trust this. Like what's up? Okay. Okay, so let's look at his he said sugar. His feelings then. Let's look at his feelings. All right, feelings. Feelings are the Father of Cups. So he would still kind of remain, he would still try to remain in control of the emotions. Now, the King of Cups can be transparent. Yeah, I did love you. Yes, I did miss you. But it's like to a limit, to an extent. So he may be like, you know what? Yeah, I did miss you. That's crazy that you came back, you know? But I don't see him like, oh my God, like my Shavish. Like, I can't believe, like, he not going to get too over the top. Like, I see him just remaining composed. All right. And then we also have here the Mother of Wands. He also may flirt a little bit. He might tell you how beautiful you looking. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I did check you out a couple of weeks ago, and you was looking pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. You look amazing. He may compliment you, flatter you a little bit, okay? And then we have the Ace of Cups here, but I do feel like his feelings is like something would wake up inside of him. Okay, you know how like you haven't talked to somebody in a long time, and then y'all talk and it was like ex, and y'all talk and it's like all those old feelings come back up. Like I feel like that's happening. Like eventually the feelings start to come back. And he may ask you like, are you with somebody? Like I'm curious. Like I just want to know, like, are you dealing with somebody right now? Like are you single? Like what you got going on? Okay. So I see him kind of like trying to figure out what's up. Because like I told you, he don't know like what's going on. So he's gonna be like, okay, well, is she coming back to reconcile with me or like what? He's trying to figure out what's going on. And we have Father of Wands here too. That's why I said he may wonder if you got somebody. Now I don't know, like when you were posting your stuff, if he kind of sensed or peeped that there was a guy there. If anything, he'll get out of the friend zone, out in the friend zone. I'll be like, we can be cool. I just want to squash whatever happened, closure type thing. I don't care if we should truly try that again. Yeah, but he is going to have questions like if you dealing with somebody. So like I said, I don't know like what he saw exactly or what you posted that he saw, but he might just ask about that. Okay, so let's look at his intentions. But as far as like feelings well received, I mean, he's not going to be weird to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you think he saw your okay? Well, that makes sense because I'm seeing your boyfriend. Y'all still together, right? I'm seeing him pop out, so that makes sense why he would ask you that if you're still with him. Okay, so intentions. His intentions. Okay, intentions is a Chariot. I mean, he will definitely be open to continuing communication with you as long as you're comfortable with that with the Chariot. He wouldn't oblige against that or object against that. And the Star, I mean, he would be very optimistic to see what this could turn into. He's not knocking if y'all do try it again. Like he would be open to that. And then you have the Empress. So his intentions is like, this might be considered his second chance. He might look at it as his second chance with you. So yeah, I just feel like at the end of the day it would go well. But at first he would probe you like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why you back? Not in a negative way, but like, come on, what's up? Because I know you got a boyfriend. Or at least I saw somebody with you. So what's going on? But once y'all kind of talk, you express yourself, you tell them like what's up, you tell them, you don't want to have no beef, then that's kind of when the lighthearted energy comes in. So that's kind of what I see if you were to take the torch and move towards him. That's what I would see. He would be open to possibly reconciling with you, reconnecting with you. Okay. So yeah, because I don't feel like he has anybody. Like I said, I feel like he may have definitely tried to date other people and stuff, and you know how that goes. But the energy doesn't support him having someone. He's feeling a little single. So you going to bed? What'd you say? Oh, I was asking if you were headed to bed. Yeah, you gotta work tomorrow. She said, interesting. I don't necessarily want to get back with him, mainly because of his family. And exactly. And you know what? Honestly, those are gonna like if y'all were to talk again, Shevish, and you was able to get that out, I would just ask him like, so what's going on with that? Are you still living with them? You were 20. So those are great questions to ask. Like, where do you stand with your family? Like, are y'all still cool? You know, are y'all still okay? I don't know. I just keep feeling like this energy of like he's kind of like what's the word I'm trying to say? Mercury retrograde is messing with me. Resentful. Like I keep getting this feeling like he's resentful because he felt like they stunted him. Because if I'm gonna bump my head, let me bump my head. You know, yes, thank you for your guidance. But if I'm gonna bump my head, let me do it. Let me learn from it. And I feel like he bumped his head and like they were so quick to just like, see, we told you. It's like, no, let me man up. Let me be a man. Hold me accountable. Let me be a man. And I feel like he didn't have that. He didn't have that reinforcement. As soon as they see him slip, they were just like, yep, come on back. Told you couldn't do it. Just being stupid. You know, it's like, but you need a man has to be able to mess up. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to because then they learn and then it helps them to know what not to do. But if they got people around them that's, you know what I'm saying? Just stunting their growth. I'm sure he probably felt that way, especially since he went back to school and he went out of state to do so. He was on his own. I'm telling you, like, I just see him being like resentful because they got in his way. Even if you feel like you're gonna be right, let me just try. Let me just try. Like, yeah. So I don't know. Who's to say he didn't move away from them? You know, like we don't know. I don't know if you've even seen him around, but who's to say he didn't leave again? You know, I would. I would have left. Like I would have moved away. Cause ain't no way y'all not gonna let me be a man. They didn't let him breathe. Yeah. And that really just sounded like they was kind of like pushing their own fears onto him. Maybe the mama, the daddy, like they were projecting onto him. And that's frustrating when you're trying to come up as an adult. I'm sure he probably going back to the house after graduation. I think he graduated. Okay. Yeah, well hopefully he's looking to get his own. If he is back there. Cause that ain't no joke. But yeah, it's always like that, man. I'm telling you. But you know, sometimes it be like that with when we date people. It be like lessons. Like this person was meant to learn something from you. As much as it sucks, because who wants to deal with heartbreak, right? Who wants to deal with the drama of a relationship ending? But sometimes people come into your life or you come into other people's life to grow, help them grow. Literally, help them grow. And that's it. That's all. Hopefully his parents let him breathe a little now. All of their kids wanted to go to school far away. Well, they were smothering them like pork chops. I bet. I don't blame them. Like, y'all. But you know what? Okay. I feel like maybe the parents was afraid that something would happen to their kids. Like worst case scenarios. I don't know if they black people sound like they black people, but like I don't know if the mama was like hyper vigilant or you know what, but it's like maybe one or both of them operated out of a place of fear. Like they didn't want nothing bad to happen, things like that. So if they had to scare them to keep them there, they would. One black mom, one black on. Oh, they adopted all of them? White mom. Oh. 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 Okay. But still, the mom is coming off hyper vigilant. like anxiety out the roof type of parent, helicopter person. Okay. So she could have just been acting crazy out of fear. Um, and maybe the mom ran the house because that daddy don't seem too against her. Like, you know how you have those situations where the women be running the house. They running it, and that be that. The men just be there. I know we done all seen that before. That's what's giving. It's giving like the mom was like, he was always mad because he was probably always mad because she was getting on his nerves. He was he was the May one lecture. Are you serious? And she was probably getting on his nerves, probably complaining to him. She was probably complaining to him about every little thing. He probably like, oh my God, I'm just let me do this so she can shut up. Let me do this so she can shut up. So okay, so then maybe it was him that was the hypervigilant one. One of them was like super paranoid. One of them was super paranoid. That is freaking crazy. I just pray I'm not like that with my kids. Like, whoo, y'all. I hope I'm not like that with my kids. Because you can only bubble your kids in for so long. They are not little, like, you got to let kids be kids. You got to let adults be adults. You know? That's crazy, girl. But yeah, have you tried to peep at his socials or you don't care to? Because I know you got me wondering if he left them. His parents wanted to fit them in a bubble. Wanted them perfect. um, have you tried to check on his socials just to see what's tea? They all did basketball. Went to Denver all high school. Oh, so it was a status thing for the family. Status. Mm-hmm. They wanted people to see them in a certain light. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Cause ain't nobody gonna be poor in my house. Ooh, baby. They did go to school. I guess they got what they wanted with that, but yikes. You have what did you notice? Like anything that you noticed that was like, okay, he may have moved or he's probably still here. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. He's taking photos at the house not so long ago, so I think he's still around. Maybe he could be on a visit though, because isn't this like it's summer break for college students, right? We say he graduated, but is he maybe going to like is he getting a master's or anything, going back to school? Because this is that time when people go home. But that's a girl. That's a crazy situation, girl. I didn't care if he graduated, but it's been 2 years, so I figured he was going, so he should be graduated. Should have been, yeah. That's why I was like, is he kind of like going for like a master's or anything like that, bachelor's? But well, yeah. That's just kind of. I mean, I get it. I guess like your parents want you to be successful. They want you, you know, this and that. But it can backfire so bad. Like, cause what happens like when he gets to a point where maybe he's married and stuff, and it's like he don't want nothing to do with his family. Like he completely shuts them out. That could happen. So I told you he's feeling like I could feel some resentment. So that's not healthy. And my thing is, I saw in his notes one time. What'd you see, girl? How he met his actual mom before and he started questioning. Ooh. Oh, he got some deep rooted issues, girl. Oh my gosh. See, yeah, that's deep. That's some deep rooted stuff right there. Whoa. Yeah, and then you say he's adopted. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Yeah, he got a lot going on. He's got a lot going on. I hope he get therapy. I hope he get in therapy because that is, oh, wow. They provided to these kids. Yeah, yeah. That's a tough spot to be in. That's a tough spot. Yeah, nice houses. I bet HOA community or neighborhood. Yeah, them houses they be all like perfectly cut grass, manicured lawns. Can't have no chips on the paint. can't have nothing too crazy going on. Yeah, they stay on them people. Make sure them houses looking nice, crisp, pristine. Yeah. Dang. Well, hopefully, I mean, I'm all for healing things, and hopefully they get to a point if they haven't already, to where they can heal and get past this part. And I think it'll make him a better person if they do. But that's rough. Yeah, it is. I wonder if he's trying to reconnect either his mom with his mom again after we spoke. That's a good question, girl. She gave him up when she was younger and couldn't take care. Oh, those always be so tragic. Hold on, I think it's like a little mosquito on my computer. What the heck? Where are these little bugs coming from? But then grew up and had a whole other family. Oh, that'd be hard. That'd be the stuff they don't talk about, like when the mothers be like teen moms or whatever, or they young, and then they give their kid up for adoption, and then they go on to like have more kids, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like you get it, you like, okay, I get it, you were young, but it's like, why couldn't you come back for me? Or like, that is so sad. That's so sad. I mean, she did the best she could, though. At least she didn't try to like harm him or anything like that, but it still be so sad. But he may have. I mean, because once you turn 18, isn't that like like your adoption is open or something? Like you can search for your parents once you turn 18. At least I thought that's what it was like. I thought like once you turned 18, you could search for your parents if you wanted to. Hey, you done with your Fortnite match? I thought you was gonna go all night. What? Mm, my son is still up. He's a gamer. Yeah, they allow him to connect with her, and he got a DNA tested before. Oh, okay. Well, maybe they did. Maybe they did reconnect, and hopefully that healed some things for him, or he got closure. You know. What are you looking for? Your phone? You lost your phone again? Is the ringer on? I don't know if I could do it. Where's my iPhone? Let me see if I can track it. Yeah, it's been like that for the last 30 minutes. Like people been in and out. I don't know what to be going on, girl. I don't know. I be hoping that people stop in and say hi, but I don't know. It's going okay. Thank you. Okay, so find my iPhone. You can go use the bathroom. Just come back down whenever you're done. Thank you. Let me see. Where's this boy iPhone at? iPhone with you. King's iPhone. Where is it? Okay, so whenever he get here, I gotta play the little sound because he don't know where his phone is at. He lost it. All right, I'm gonna play the sound for you. I'm gonna play the sound. Be listening out for it. You should be able to hear it. It should be like a high pitched. Do you hear it? Okay. You're welcome. There you go. You turn it off. Turn it down. Yeah, you can turn it off once you find it. You're welcome. Good thing it was charged. You're welcome. Okay. Does anybody else in here have questions? If not, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live here soon. Chevish, thank you so much for hanging out too and moderating, girl. I'll be back on tomorrow for sure though. Anybody else got questions before I end the live? Yeah. How's work, girl? Is it all quiet and stuff right now? If you at work? That's what's up. I would be knocked out, girl. I'd be asleep. Because I hope it stays that way. Yeah. Oh, so what's going on with the dude and stuff? Like, did y'all ever have a meeting? Like, girl, what happened with the job? Because I know you said y'all supposed to have a meeting. It didn't happen because he didn't show up. Like, yeah. Girl, did you see Instagram, they talking about Instagram sharing people locations now. What the heck? Mm-hmm. No, we didn't. I just never reminded him. She said I just never reminded him. She said he had other stuff to do and just never addressed it. I told you you got to be on him and this stuff, but I just don't care anymore. Until the guy does something else shady, then I'll say something and stay on my manager's ass about him. They haven't bothered me. Okay, good. Well, at least they left you alone. At least they left you alone. That's crazy that you got to remind the manager to have a meeting. What the heck? Well, like I said, they're off your back, so that's good. maybe, maybe, like, especially if they left you alone, maybe he did say something to them. That could be something else happened with him. What else happened, girl? He was trying to give this girl boyfriend a man talk, and he got cursed out or something. What? Yeah, see, he doing too much. Like, well, if you don't go to work and clock out, like, what is wrong with you? He a hot mess. Mm-mm. Well, oh well. That's crazy. Like, literally, go to work and do your job and go home. He can't have a life outside of work because he is too invested in everybody's business. He can't. Like, he literally go to work for the drama. That's freaking crazy. People assume the girl was trying to make her BF jealous because he did cheat on her or something, but she got it back with him. Just drama. That's crazy. He right there talk to him though, yeah. That's what that sound like. Mm, oh well. Okay. Well, keep me updated on that situation and if he get out of pocket again. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. Thank y'all for coming in, the ones that did stop by. Thank you, Shavish, for moderating tonight. I will be back tomorrow, y'all. So if y'all didn't come back on this live, then come to the other one. Okay? All right. Good night, y'all. Bye.